A very good morning to all of you children. In last class we are discussing about human eye and we are writing about it. So far I think we have written that retina is most sensitive organ of human eye on which images are formed, and retina is made up of so many cells. These are photosensitive cells. It means they activate when light falls on them. Some cells are rod-shaped cells and some cells are cone-shaped cells. So cone-shaped cells are sensitive to dim light and rod-shaped cells are sensitive to bright light. With the help of cone-shaped cells, we are able to see the objects in their usual color, whereas the rod-shaped cells are responsible for the dimension and the brightness of the object. Now, there is a spot in retina, and that spot is called blind spot. Just look at the figure which we have drawn in last class. So if an image is formed there, then we are not able to see the object. And optic nerves are also there which connect human eye with the brain. So actually eye lens is a convex lens, so inverted images are formed on retina and that image is transmitted to brain through electrical signals, and it is brain who re-invert the inverted image and calculate its actual size so that we are able to see the objects in their usual form. So a little bit we will discuss the working of the eye. Working of the eye. You also write in your classwork copy. And write about it. Right, when we look at an object, comma, then light rays coming from the object, then light rays coming from the object enter the pupil, enter the pupil of the eye, enter the pupil of the eye and fall on the eye lens, and fall on the eye lens. Then write the eye lens is a convex lens. The eye lens is a convex lens. So it converges. So it converges the light rays and the light rays and inverted image so it converges the light rays and produces a real and inverted image, you write, and produces a real and inverted image of the object on the retina. Next sentence. The retina has a large number of light sensitive cells. The retina has a large number of light sensitive cells. Next sentence. When the image of the object, when the image of the object falls on the retina, when the image of the object falls on the retina, then the light sensitive cells then the light sensitive cells generate electrical signals. Generate electrical signals. The retina, the retina send these signals. The retina send these signals to the brain, to the brain via optic nerve, via optic nerve. Next sentence. The brain invert the inverted image. The brain invert the inverted image and also calculate its actual size and also calculate its actual size so that we are able to see the object in their usual form, so that we are able to see the object in their usual form. Now, there are two, three important terms you should know about these terms. First term is power of accommodation. Power of accommodation. Power of accommodation means we are able to see nearby objects as well as far off objects. So the ability of our eye lens to see nearby objects as well as far off objects by changing the focal length of eye lens through ciliary muscles is known as power of accommodation. So this term is important, right? The ability of eye lens to see nearby objects as well as far off objects by changing its focal length with the help of ciliary muscles is known as power of accommodation. So this is one term. Now the second term, okay, you write about it first in your classwork copy. So I think you all have written, children. Now another term is near point or least distance of distinct vision. Near point or least distance of distinct vision. So I think some of you perhaps know about it, that near point for normal healthy eye is 25 centimeter. 25 centimeter, it means if the object are 25 centimeter away from it, then we can see it clearly without putting any strain in our eyes. Although you can say that yes, when objects are very close to eye, then also we can see the object. But in this case, you have to put strain in your eyes. So without putting strain in your eyes, the minimum distance through which we can see the object clearly, that distance is 25 centimeter. So near point is 25 centimeter for normal healthy eye. So write about it. The minimum distance, write down the minimum distance at which objects can be seen. The minimum distance at which objects can be seen most clearly, or you can write distinctly without strain, is called near point. For normal healthy eye it is 25 centimeter. So write these lines. The minimum distance at which object can be seen most clearly or most distinctly without strain is called near point, and for normal healthy eye this distance is 25 centimeter. Then another important term is far point. So you guess what is the far point of normal healthy eye? What is the farthest distance which we can see with our eyes? So you can see even stars in the sky, and stars are, we can say, they are infinite distance from us, isn't it? So the farthest point for normal healthy eye is infinity. So write a definition for far point. The farthest point up to which the eye can see objects. The farthest point up to which the eye can see the objects is called far point. And for normal eye, far point is infinity. Far point is infinity. So must remember these points. And write it in your class for copy. Here you can add a term, see the objects clearly. The farthest point up to which the eye can see the objects clearly is called far point. So these are the three important terms which are related with human eye. We have discussed. You must learn and remember these things. And now we will discuss how we can take care of our eyes. So, care of the eyes. So, some of the points are given in your book also. First, if someone the doctor advise you to use specs, you should use the suitable spectacles. Then I am reading from NCRT book, page 207. You also open page 207. Care of the eyes topic. Right side, last paragraph. Too little or too much light is bad for eyes. Insufficient light causes eye strain and headaches. Too much light, like that of sun, a powerful lamp, or a laser torch, can injure the retina. Do not look at sun or a powerful light directly. Never rub your eyes if particles of dust go if particles of dust go into your eyes. Wash your eyes with clean water. If there is no improvement, go to a doctor. So we should never rub our eyes. I think that most of the children do it frequently, but we should not rub because it can damage your retina. So, in case something enters in your eyes, some dust or something, you should wash it with clean water. Wash your eyes frequently with clean water. Always read at normal distance for vision. And as we have discussed today, the normal distance for vision is minimum distance is 25 centimeter. Do not read by bringing the book too close to your eyes or keeping it too far. So we will write some of the points, children. You also write in your classwork copy. So the first point, that too little or too much light is bad for eyes, and also mention insufficient light causes eye strain and headache. So write the first point. Second, we should not look at the sun or a powerful light directly. We should never rub our eyes. Fourth, we should wash our eyes frequently with clean water. And last, we should always read at the normal distance for vision. So this much is sufficient. So you write these points. You will write these points in passive voice. That's why I have written. So note down these points in your classwork copy. I think you all have written, children. Now there is a term, persistence of vision. That is also important term. Persistence of vision means the image of an object seen by our eyes persist, or it will be remains there in our mind or on the retina for about 1/16th of a second. 1/16th of a second. Even after the object has disappeared from our view. So if we see an object and then object is disappear from our view, then also the image of this object will persist in our retina for 1/16th of a second, and this is called persistence of vision. So persistence of vision is another important term. So, children, we will write about persistence of vision in next class, and I am giving some homework to you that I will send through the WhatsApp. Today you watch this video carefully, and then giving the homework, you do the homework. The set of questions I will send on your WhatsApp number. Thank you for today.